So I just have a few questions that I'm really interested to know from you.
Sure.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's see how we go.
I've got a little list. How do you find out that you have these abilities? How do you know you're a psychic or a medium? Do you just know?
That's a great question. I feel like we have a lot of work to do in the intuitive space to break down the stigmas that there are elevated people, that there are elevated psychics, that there are, all these people out there that have gifts and that we should give them respect straight away. I feel as though we're all gifted and we all have the ability, because we're all spirit, to tap into the intuitive space. Some of us can. You know when you're sitting in the car and you think of a song and it just comes on?
Yeah.
That's called intuition.
Yeah.
That's a minor level of intuition that you're operating in. You know how there's the Beyoncés in the world and then there's the Sarahs in the world that finished drama class and they think they're a singer?
Yeah.
That's what we have in this industry. We have people who have great voices that can connect in with spirit really easily, but all of us can sing. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? Mm. We all can sing. We can all sing in the shower. Some of us are shower singers, so we all have this intuitive ability, and some of us have been chosen by God or spirit or whatever you want to call it to do other work that's going to bring hope to people, that's going to change lives, that's going to do X, Y, Z. Yeah. But nobody's extra special with gifts because we all have intuition. We can all pick up. And I've run workshops and things like this where people have been a skeptic and they sit in there and they're channeling my mum in spirit.
Yeah.
You know? And so it just proves that everybody is psychic. Everybody has psychic ability in some capacity.
Yeah. I feel like I am quite intuitive, but is there a way that you can like hone in on that and train it? Like you were saying, you do workshops.
Yeah. Well, I actually wrote a book called 3 Minutes with Spirit.
Oh, wow.
And I actually teach how to connect in with your higher self, spirit guides, things like this. So I think that you can have a developer or like a coach that can develop your gift with you. Yeah. But I do believe that you can do it yourself. You can just start to test yourself, start to be open to that space, that information that you're receiving out there.
Yeah.
When you think of, like I said, when you think of a friend and they call you, that's just one level of intuition. So pick up on those small little phenomenons throughout the day and they start to grow. Yeah. And that's where people start to see their gift.
Great. Well, that's
bloom.
Promising because I feel like I could get there.
A psychic medium in the future.
Who knows?
Yes.
Who knows? Maybe I can see it in the future for myself.
Fantastic.
So with your abilities, do you have them all the time, or are there times where you're like, I don't want any of that right now?
Yeah, so I do feel as though I have a ability to turn it on and off when I need it. Yeah. So you don't want it on all the time because you start to get drained.
Exactly.
So during the day, I'm not walking around the street going, oh my God, there's a nana over there and somebody who passed away over there. It's just when you set your intention and focus on it. So how you know that you can kind of see your nose right now, but when you look at it.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
You start to realize you've got a nose.
Yes,
So it's kind of, that's how you focus and you can focus in on it when you need to.
I like that answer because I was worried about you.
Were you?
I didn't want you walking around being like overloaded all the time. That's sensory overload.
No, sometimes people do experience that and maybe they just need, that's where development comes in. On how to tone the gift down a little bit so you can live a normal life. Yeah. But other times you just change, you just hone in when you need to, like, oh, I want to go and give that person a reading or whatever it is because you feel the need to do it,
Are you then psychic to yourself?
That's a great question. I see psychics.
Okay, so how come you can't do it for you?
So for me, I feel as though the gift is to share with the world, but not really for me. I do pick up intuition, like I said, everybody's intuitive. But you know how you can double, guess yourself? Am I really picking that up or am I being over ambitious?
Yes.
So for me, I need the validation from another psychic to say, am I picking up on the right stuff here? Or am I just trying to be over ambitious and telling myself I'm going to, go do this? X, Y, and Z.
Like you see something and all of a sudden you're like, it's a sign.
Exactly.
But is it actually? You need to ask someone else.
Yeah, and you need the experience to go and see another psychic because just seeing yourself is like, oh yeah, but to go and see another psychic, you really get the mystical feelings, you know, of how did they know that?
And I guess because you already know yourself. Yeah. So you could be like, that's just my thought rather than like an energy or something. What about like for people who are skeptical? How do you respond to that? Like, what do you think about that?
We're all skeptical. We all start as skeptics. Yeah. Until I came into this place today, everyone was skeptical because they never heard of me. But then evidence and proof shows that it's something there. Yeah. And we're all different levels of skeptics. Some are more convinced than others. And I encourage skepticism because I started out as a skeptic myself.
Yeah.
So I think that I'm not really in the world to try and prove to skeptics. I am here to bring hope. And if somebody is converted along the way, that's great.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That was awesome.